fresh styles, fresh everything. This and every Friday at 8 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM. Fresh off the block.
Queen Jojo have the whole place lock, she have the whole place lock. Anytime she play, me say she a like that. A Pampute, and I'm representing for Queen Jojo, fresh off the block, so keep it locked. Hey, a Pampute, representing for Queen Jojo. I want to them.
Chai, Dr. Rad. You know, as we come in, we just said the whole place ready. Don't go to my party. Free man. Go to the back, get the cake. Go back to parts, get the cake. Kuzo, manta, kuzo, kuwa, kuzo, kundi, see the girl there, hey, see the style where she get there, hey, see the way she just stand there. If I catch this girl, everything clear. Free, twin,
You say one clear, you just say give it that girl. See the body where they stand there. This one, I swear, you go window.
Itu gosu mami, shaku mami, guala na koto mami.
Hey guys, it's your girl Queen Jojo here on Roots 96.1 FM. Welcome to Fresh Off the Block. Oh my God, I was almost late. People come there, I try feed my face and them something there. And I can't tell it, oh, I drink a little something to boy. I tell them I know what I'm going to go on tonight, you know. But welcome to Fresh Off the Block here on Roots 96.1 FM. It's going to be on and popping because, again, I have a wonderful guest in studio with me. Her name is Latoya Jane. I can't wait for you to hear. I think I played a little bit of it last week, but I want to hear the entire song. I can't wait for you to hear her story, hear where she's coming from, what she's doing, and all of those good stuff. All right, people. So the song you're hearing right now is called Kuzo, and it's by Slim Fix. Everybody should know Slim Fix by now. All right. So we're gonna play, and we're gonna be right back after this.
Kuzo, manta, kuzo, kuwa, kuzo, kundi,
Here on Roots 96.1 FM. You're listening to your girl Queen Jojo, and I said earlier that we have a guest in studio. She's all the way from Canada, people. Yeah, my foreign people in our studio. Yeah, my hype like that. Yeah, fresh off the block. I saw we do it. None other than Latoya Jane is in studio. What a go on, Latoya? How you doing?
What's up?
It's finally good to meet you.
Me too.
It's good to meet you. You know, hear the voice and all of that. It's good to see you in the flesh. How are you enjoying Jamaica so far? I know it's not your first time here, but so far, how are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Obviously, the weather, because it's winter in Canada right now.
Yes, so I know you soak up as much sun, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have a great team, so we're just working hard right now.
I say people, have somebody in there, I make sure some catch all angles in the people. I'm not joking, you know, everything I forget. Everything has to be caught, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to play a song right now, and then we're going to get into the interview because I want people to know who you are. Who is Latoya Jane, all right?
Okay.
So the song that we're about to play is called Everything. I'm like it. It just give me a vibe. I don't know how to explain it, but it just give me a vibe where I'm listening to the words and just saying that, you know, I'm coming for everything that person said I couldn't have, or, you know, I will never have, or I can't have, you know, the kind of vibe that, like, everything when you think say me can't get, me I come for it.
Exactly.
The kind of vibe that, am I right?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
You are.
So give the kind of vibe that, so anybody that listening right now, you feel kind of down and out, This is definitely the song to be on replay right now. It's called Everything. Wolande.
Humble on my way to success. I done seen everything. Open book life, I confess. I done did everything. Been in these streets. Has to hustle for everything. I want you to know. I need you to know. Till the casket drop. I keep everything real. Coming for everything. Give up how you feel. Militant everything. Keep it thorough. Navy SEAL. No chill. No chill. This is me around no frills. They said I had no chance. I won't win. But they can't change God's plan. And I know when I know it. The devil gon' try me, yeah. The devil gon' try me, yeah. Whoa. He live right around the way. He live right around the way. Whoa. Who am I? Just somebody turning wrong into right. Would've thought that I was born, had to fight. They didn't think I'd take control of my life, of my life, of my life. They said that I had no chance. I won't win, but they can't change God's plan. Hell, I wanna know it. The devil gon' try me, yeah. The devil gon' try me, yeah. Whoa. He live right around the way. He live right around the way.
There you have it, people. So that was Everything by Latoya Jane. And as I said, I know say everybody at Bong Street right now. It just give you a vibe, yo. It just give you that energy. So Latoya, I want you to tell the people, who is Latoya Jane?
Latoya Jane is a leader who's passionate about getting her message out to the world throughout her talents, which is my music, my acting, my dancing, my singing, my rapping, or my motivational speaking.
Sounds good. So, when were you introduced to music? Because I read your story, because you know me already. You sent me the I like have your bio and everything here, because I like for read and so. Worse if I'm interested in the artist and I think that there's just something really special about them. Because the thing is that when you contacted me, it wasn't the first thing wasn't like, hey, may I try get my music played. You know, you didn't come at me that way. That's like the first thing whenever an artist like send me a DM, it's just like, all right, I'm sending him a song so you can hear it. But you were more curious about what can you do to kind of like, you know, effect some change in the school. The first thing is like, oh, I didn't know that you work with kids or whatever, because you saw what I was doing and you said like, how can I get into, didn't ask I don't remember the first question being, how can I get my song played on the radio. It was like, how can I get in the schools to speak to the students, you know, like probably troubled teens and so on. And I was like, whoa, that's different. Here's an artist that understand that while the music is great and you're trying to get your music out there, you're trying to figure out how you can effect some change. Where does that come from?
Actually, I wasn't always the girly Latoya Jane. Earlier on in my life, I kind of resulted to my surroundings. So I grew up and was raised in like the baddest area in Canada, Jane and Finch. And I used to roll around and do things, and I got involved in like gang activity and stuff like that from when I was like 9 years old.
Whoa, that's young.
8, 9, yeah.
Wow.
So I used to be like hiding guns in my house when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
So it gave me an interest to that lifestyle, and then I became part of the problem. Now I'm trying to like help it, because I understand that like it results from low self-esteem, not loving yourself. Like I used to think I was ugly. I used to want to fight people for like saying that I was pretty You know what I'm saying?
What?
And that's just a spirit, you know,
Yeah.
that has to be attacked. And it's very spiritual too, because my walk's very spiritual. I go to church too and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like why not help? You know, it's just really sad to see what's going on in our community right now. And I don't want to like keep crying every weekend and keep just focusing on music and not giving time to the community. So that's a huge part of my career too.
Yeah.
I speak in schools, I give back to communities, I donate, I do all
Right.
of that stuff.
How can you, what do you think we can do to really, know that because you have experienced it and you understand, where it's coming from, where you have troubled teens. It's not that they're just out of the blues troubled, it's something behind it. It's either it's low self-esteem, they don't get that love at home, they don't have a home. How do you think your music can speak to them? Because we know that music is very powerful and it really does affect people and their mood and how they are. So how do you think you can use your music to really
My music's
Yeah.
very empowering.
Yeah.
I mean, even the story behind the singles, like everything, I was still in the social work field, and I remember I was like standing up crying to my producers because I wanted to go home. It was 4:30 in the morning, and they wanted to perfect the hook, and I was just like, just let me go home because I have to wake up for work at 9:30.
wow.
And I still did it, you know? So, like, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather, like, people know behind, like, they'll tell me they get goosebumps when they hear my voice, but I need them to know what that goosebumps is,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
where
saying?
it's
Like,
coming
it's
from.
pain, you know what I'm saying? It's seeing NSFs in my bank account. It's like being behind in rent. It's like,
Yeah.
that's what you're feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Girl.
You're not feeling something just because, like, you know, it's making you feel good. It's
Yes.
like that pain and that rawness, what I go through behind the scenes. Like, I have my sister here tonight, and I'm so blessed to have my sister here.
Yeah.
And she always says that, like, people don't know what you go through. They just think you're this
No,
and
they
they're that.
just
And it's
see
like,
you
know,
and
so-
totally assume, because people see me all the time and then assume that they
Exactly.
know exactly what's up with Queen Jojo.
Exactly.
And like when I tell my story, I don't even tell my whole story. I just tell part of it, and they're like, "Did that really happen?" And I think that's what like connected me to you, because I've been like trying to make a decision in my mind if I wanted to just totally come out of the field of working with artists. Like literally, I've been graveling and battling with it. Like, do I want to do this anymore? Because I have so much doing,
Yeah.
and I find myself saying that, what am I doing? How am I? What's the purpose of this? Because
Right.
for me, I'm purpose driven. I believe in God.
Oh, yeah.
I believe in God. I'm going back to church.
Yeah,
So that
right.
even make it where I'm purpose driven. So if I don't see where you are trying to, I'm not saying you have to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. But if I don't see where you're trying to make a difference, I don't even want your money. I don't
No,
want
it's
to
true.
do anything
It's true.
with you, because
It's true.
you're supposed to be making a change. And what really got to me when I read your bio is when you said that you were incarcerated for about 18 months.
Yeah.
And that's because you have so much talent, but you didn't know exactly what you wanted to do. And then you were in prison, and that's where the music, that part of you really evolved. And then you came out and you started, doing music.
It's so sucky to say this, but if I didn't go to jail, like, I wouldn't even have realized my talents. Like, my
Yeah.
friends used to boost me to, like, do negative stuff, like be high on the road, like in the street life. But it's not even credible, because, like, it's the guards that pushed me to do what I'm doing now. Like,
Wow.
nobody else but the guards used to tell me to do music when you come out, Rodney. Like, this is not you, you're talented. But that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I had to go there in order to hear that and, like, come out and then take it serious. Because I started doing music in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what really got me, because I was like, I thought you started doing music long before, but then I was like, whoa. So that means that you got that inspiration right there in jail.
Yeah.
Sometimes, we have to be on the low to really get to where we need to be.
Yep.
We have to go really low to put all things in perspective.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know this very well. So, I'm really proud of you, Latoya, and I
Thank
want to know, what can persons expect from you? Because all this great talent, all this wonderful voice, what can persons expect from Latoya Jane in 2020 musically?
Well, I started off the year good because I just won 4 awards in 6 months.
Oh my God, I forgot to say that.
So, I mean, there's so many opportunities that people are bringing to me right now. Somebody just approached me to write an autobiography on me.
Nice.
I'm doing my 4th documentary, or it's my 5th, I think. So I have a upcoming album that I'm working on. So you could expect a lot. You got to keep watching me grow. That's my slogan, and it's very
Yes,
powerful
I
because
like it.
I've grown so much just using that slogan.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot to expect for 2020. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like that. I like that catchphrase, watch me grow, you know,
Thank
to all
you.
who might, think so that you're not going to get anywhere. See you growing here. So we must expect an album. Minute you're like, yes, I when. So I'm gonna leave it there. So that means you're working on it.
Soon.
What and congrats on the awards
Thank
that you
you.
have won. That's really cool,
Thank
Latoya.
you.
What else? Like, what else is going on for you? Because you have the documentary going
Yeah.
on. It other than oh shoot, I forgot. You have another single called "I Want to Be Free."
Oh, I do.
Yes, you have another
Yes.
single, but I don't have it here on me. But y'all can tune in tomorrow on Sun City because she's going to be live with Super Hype
Oh my gosh, I'm so
on Sun
excited.
City. Yes, she's very excited about that. She'll be on Sun City tomorrow, right?
Right.
12:05 p.m. with Super Hype, and they have both their songs, so both of them will be playing. I have a feeling Super Hype are gonna ring the "I Want to Be Free"
Yeah.
more than
More
the
than
everything.
everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's the dancehall guy, so he's definitely going to be ringing that more. So how you feel about that? And then I
To
know,
be honest, ever since I started doing music in Jamaica, which I think was in 2014, I've always wanted to go on Sun City. Like my dad, I'm not gonna lie, is a huge part of my career because my dad's connected me to so many like artists, producers, and stuff. My dad lives here; he's Jamaican,
yeah,
and like, yeah, it's just been pure growth. Like,
that's awesome. And I know you have. I've heard other songs, but we're not going to talk much into it. It's really good, and once like some of these songs are fixed and you find the right person to do the collaboration with, it's gonna be a hit. There's
yeah.
no brainer about that. But what have been your experience though, Latoya, working with Jamaican artists? Where you find what has been your experience trying to get the
God.
music on the ground here in Jamaica? How is that working out for you?
it's good. I mean, I've always had great relationships with people that I work with here in Jamaica up until recently. You know, you always have like a bad apple in the pack.
Yeah.
But working with artists has always been pretty much easygoing, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes lust tries to seep its way through, but
Yeah.
me a bad girl, so they can't really
All right
get
then.
their own way with me, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
yes.
like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. And Jamaica, to be honest, is the best training ground for me because they're very opinionative. You listen to the words, not the instrumentals.
Yeah.
Like us foreigners will more listen to the instrumentals. They
beats.
listen to the words here.
Yeah.
And if the
Yeah.
children like it, my dad said it's going to be a hit.
It's
and
always a hit.
Yeah.
You see, if you hear Pitney sing it, remember it a go far.
and one time I remember like Footer Hype has a lot to do with my career too. He
Nice.
probably doesn't know, but one time he called me up to sing at a dance and I was so like shy, and he told me like straight up in front of everybody, he's like, yo, you see that camera there? It'll pick up everything right now. All your nervousness dip on it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he goes, yo, you must always be ready.
Yeah.
And then he see me the next night at a dance and he's like, you hear him say? You must always be ready. And then like I felt so embarrassed that whole trip, but it made me know like never
Yeah.
ever do that again. Like
Yeah.
he motivated me so much, you know?
Yeah.
So I learned so much working here.
Yeah.
So I can't really say anything that
Yeah.
bad. No.
That's good because I always say, persons always say, if you can maneuver in Jamaica,
Yeah.
you can be successful
Exactly.
anywhere in the world. Like if you can't tough it out here, so there's nowhere. There's absolutely nothing that can
It's
stop
true.
you anywhere else in the
I
world.
only want their ratings down here. Like even
Yeah.
Ricky Trooper had to judge me on a panel for the Jamaican Music Conference one year, and like even what he said about my voice at the time, like it's true. I didn't know how to control my voice. It was so strong, but he's like, you need to learn how to control it. And I
Yeah.
took that in and I worked with vocal coaches, and I strengthened my
And
voice
you
because
can hear it in your songs. You
Thank
can hear
you.
that control. You have a really good voice, and I was I was speaking to somebody. I'm not biased. Like, I not have that time there. So I was speaking to somebody and I said, you know what her voice is? Her voice can do anything. You have a voice that can not only do hip hop, R&B, but it can do dancehall and it can do reggae. And if you feel like going a little disco or house music, it can do that too. So you are so versatile.
Thank
so,
you.
I hate. No, I don't know what's if me I get old or whatever. But I tell people, don't put yourself in a box. Don't. It's all right if you want the first two. Oh, I'm a Canadian reggae dancer, hip hop artist, but you be more than what persons expect. Stay out of the box.
Oh, yeah.
Because you never know who you can do a collaboration with.
It's true.
So you can have an album where you do carnival music, you do reggae, you do dancer, you do hip hop, you do R&B. For somebody when they say, yo, this girl is so versatile. Because that's where we have to be.
Exactly.
The music industry is going in a totally different direction. And if you want to get a piece of that pie, you have to be everywhere.
You're absolutely
so your
right.
name is everywhere. Carnival, Latoya Jane.
Girl, I have Indian collabs coming out right now.
Exactly.
So like I have a lot. I'm thinking just like you, because it's true. Like even yesterday to hear like that somebody says, that I probably didn't have enough of a certain genre.
Yeah.
That makes me want to go do 10 songs in that area there. So them can't say nothing back to me again.
Miss out on
Yeah.
the job
I'm not
or
even
the
mad. I'll
opportunity.
just perfect in that area,
Yeah.
Make sure I have all Italian song for everybody, like, No,
Yes.
seriously. Chicken remix or something, like,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Just so they could never say I don't have songs in that genre.
So when they say, hey, all right, so you want to be on a reggae show, drop 2 songs, let me hear the reggae music.
Right.
Because you always want to, as you said, the gentleman said, you always want to be prepared.
Exactly.
In this business.
Exactly.
You always want to be prepared. Tell the people them how them can reach you, because I'm going to play a song one more time before we exit.
So you can reach me on Instagram, Latoya Jane Music, or you can reach me on Facebook, Latoya Jane, or Twitter, Latoya Jane, or YouTube, Latoya Jane.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me today.
Is there other than here? Because if you're going to, do you have any bookings here differently?
I'm gonna be speaking at
No,
a couple
as in if persons would like to book you while you're here, because I know you're here until what, next week?
Oh yes.
If persons would like to book you, who do they call? Me.
Yeah. they
Okay.
will
Now I
call.
don't know if you have any other different
No.
bookings. No. And she's in Canada mostly, guys. So don't come think say you can just you have to call, send an email in time. You can always message. You can always send an email to queenjojopromo@gmail.com or nationbuilder26@gmail.com or call 897-5173, or you can link Latoya if you're in Canada in our DM. It's really Latoya Jane. She have our fan page, which is Latoya Jane fan page. You can check that out too. And you'll just see what I'm talking about when I say she's versatile and she's just very different. And I like different.
Thank you.
Yes, I really like different. Latoya, before we play a song though, give a piece of I Want to Be Free live. Can you do that for me?
Of course I can.
All right, give me that live.
I want to be free to do me. I want to be free to do me. 'Cause I never really felt what it means to mount. I want to be free to do me. I pop it off, lock it. I zip it up, bucket. I pop it off, lock it.
All right, so that was Latoya Jane, and there's so much more to hear from her. Make sure to tune in tomorrow on Sun City at 12:05 p.m. She will be on there live, and you'll learn much more about Latoya Jane. Thank you so much, Latoya, for
You're
passing
welcome.
through.
Thank you for having me.
Fresh off the block here on Roots 96.1 FM. So, it's our first visit here to Roots 96.1 FM, and I definitely know that it will not be our last.
No.
Oh, and when she's back in Canada, you are going to hear her on Vibe 105. She'll be chatting it up with my good friend Kerry Mullins, Mama Canada herself. So you're going to hear a whole lot from Latoya Jane. All right, so we're going to play everything one more time. People, keep it safe. You don't know what we're going to play next, you know. The young, hot, and hype boss himself, DJ Vaughn. I can't tell you how much teeth out the man headphone, because I couldn't find my one. So I'm going to teeth out that, because, you know, things are for gone. All right, people, have yourself a good night.